Must be pretty happy, to get the first win in the UFC. I know it came together at pretty short notice, but how does it feel to, get this done tonight or today?
Yeah, I feel great. I would have liked to get the finish, but that's not where the fight went. So I feel like I was the smarter fighter tonight.
Yeah, just talk us through a little bit how this came together, because I know it was short notice. They needed another fight on the card. When did they call you, and what did you do to prepare yourselves on such a short camp?
Yeah, so two Sundays ago, I was walking out of church with my whole family, and I got the call from my coach, who told me, he said, I have bad news and I have good news. And I go, okay, I need the bad news. He goes, your next fight's at 125, because usually I fight at 115.
Right.
He said, but the good news is you're fighting in the UFC in 2 weeks. So it was pretty awesome. I had my whole family around me, and just to be able to experience that moment with them, it was surreal.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely had a lot of support cage side. I saw your people cheering for you. What did it mean to get a win like that in front of them on this stage?
Yeah, it was amazing. This is the cage where so many legends have been before me, and just to be able to walk in their footsteps and do the things that they're doing, the people that I've idolized my whole life, it's a dream come true.
Did it help you out any to know that everything that you were going through in terms of nerves and coming in for your first fight, she was going through as well?
Yeah, it helped a little bit. I know she took the fight last minute as well, and nothing but respect to her and her camp, and it did help. She usually fights at 115 also, so for us to both be in the exact same boat was best case scenario for me.
Would you like fighting at 125 compared to 115?
For 2 weeks' notice, I loved it, but usually I would rather fight at 115. I like that. I like misery a little bit, so it makes me a little bit more prepared for the fight. So yeah.
And overall, how was your experience? Was it what you expected?
It was more than I had expected. We got here on Tuesday, and just the whole process has been so smooth, and you kind of get a behind the scenes of what goes into all of these fights. So besides just walking out to the cage, seeing what all the fighters go through. So yeah, it was an amazing experience.
And I know this is not your division, but
Yeah.
this has been on the news. Chris Cyborg, she's been one of the faces of women's MMA for quite a while, and it seems she's departing from the UFC. Curious if you have any thoughts on it.
To be honest, I know a lot of things have happened this week, and I haven't really even looked at anything, so I don't really have any comments on that, but I'm sure she'll find a great organization that she'll dominate that too.
I know you said the next step is back to strawweight. You didn't have any names in mind, but what about a card or a time frame?
Honestly, whenever I'm ready. So I stay ready. I like to have some fight camps, but again, I took a fight on 2 weeks' notice, so I'm ready whenever they are.
Thank you.